CTV News at 5 with Hudson Mack.
The 9-year-old girl who was pulled unconscious from a burning home in View Royal last week has been released from hospital. View Royal Fire Chief Paul Hurst ran into the burning home with nothing but the clothes on his back to rescue Katrina Van Winkle. She was not breathing, but Hurst resuscitated her. Katrina was airlifted to BC Children's Hospital in serious condition. The girl's family called yesterday to tell Hurst that she is now back in Victoria recovering with relatives. Hurst has been hailed a hero for his selfless actions. He says he was just doing his job. A portion of Shelbourne Street was closed this morning after a car slammed into a dump truck, puncturing its fuel tanks and spilling diesel onto the road. It happened around 8 o'clock when a driver flew through a stop sign at Pearl Street and smashed into the gravel truck. Diesel spilled into the streets, but fire crews were quick to respond and were able to contain the mess before it leaked into storm drains. Police estimate the car was traveling between 50 and 60 kilometers an hour and say the bright sun could have been a factor.
The fact is that people have to accommodate the sun now that we're going to be seeing it more. And if it's in your eyes, you got to somehow use your visors, use your sunglasses, use your line of sight. You cannot be going through stop signs at this speed.
The driver of the car was taken to hospital but is believed to have only suffered minor injuries. Police are still investigating but say the driver might face charges for violating a stop sign. The federal government says upholding a decision allowing doctor-assisted suicide would give priority to Canadians who want to control how they die at the expense of others who are vulnerable and whose lives could be hastily ended. A federal lawyer says a BC Supreme Court judge made a mistake when she tossed out Canada's ban on assisted suicide, ruling it violated a person's constitutional right to end their own life. Arguments were heard today in a Vancouver appeals court, live streamed on the web. The federal government is trying to overturn that judge's decision. The original case was brought forward by the BC Civil Liberties Association on behalf of Right to Die advocate Gloria Taylor. The latest court challenge of BC's tough drunk driving laws didn't even get out of the starting gate this morning. The case was adjourned within minutes. The 3-judge panel said the case can't proceed because aspects of the previous case still haven't been settled. In that case, a BC Supreme Court judge ruled the law violated the charter because it didn't provide a way for drivers to challenge the result of a roadside breath test. A new hiring trend among employers in the U.S. and Canada is causing some heated debate that smokers should butt out or stay out.
Everybody knows smoking kills you, and we prefer to work with, very intelligent people that aren't choosing to kill themselves with every puff.
An Ottawa-based internet company is one of a rising number of businesses stipulating that non-smokers only need apply. Companies say it's a way to promote healthy living. In the U.S., some firms will even test applicants for nicotine to make sure they're telling the truth. Critics say that's the wrong approach, that smokers are addicts who need help in breaking their addiction and should not be excluded.
The only thing that gets me mad is I have to sleep.
Space Station Commander and Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield says he plans to spend as little time sleeping as he can to maximize his latest adventure in space. Hadfield held his first news conference today since becoming commander of the station last Wednesday. Enough snow to bury a mid-sized toddler, beleaguered road crews and stalled traffic on the Coquihalla Highway over the weekend, and there is more to come. Highway maintenance crews say as much as 20 centimeters of snow could fall by tonight or early tomorrow, on top of the estimated 80 centimeters that fell at the summit on Saturday and Sunday. The late winter blizzard is hitting just as hundreds of families hit the road for spring break. The weekend snowfall caused dozens of accidents and closed the route between Hope and Merritt for several hours last night. A backcountry skier who has been trapped in the Rockies for 6 days has been identified as a prominent Abbotsford civil servant. Mark Taylor is the general manager of Abbotsford's Park, Recreation and Culture Department and was reported missing last Wednesday. He was backcountry skiing near the BC-Alberta border with his daughter and another man when he fell down a 35-meter crevasse. One of the skiers activated a distress beacon that day, which prompted search efforts. The 2 other skiers were rescued Friday, but poor weather has search crews on standby for Taylor.
We've actually managed to sling quite a bit of technical rescue gear close to the site, but over the last few days the weather has not been really cooperative to get everything right to the edge of the hole in order to do what we need to do.
Crews are hoping to resume their search by tomorrow morning. Taylor's condition is unknown. A dramatic end to a high-risk prison break in Quebec. 2 inmates recaptured just hours after they fled a maximum security jail in a hijacked helicopter.
They went inside a chalet in Chertsey. When they got out of their vehicle, they started shooting at the police officers.
It all began early Sunday when two convicts broke out of jail by climbing up a rope into a hovering helicopter. Two accomplices had hijacked the chopper at gunpoint and flew it to a resort with the escaped prisoners on board. Then, with hundreds of police on their trail, they fled in a stolen car. Mother Nature painted some fascinating images in the sky this weekend. The Aurora Borealis, better known as the Northern Lights, lit up the night sky in central Minnesota in breathtaking fashion. It's all thanks to solar flares sending a massive burst of solar wind, resulting in a geomagnetic storm. BC Ferries had to cancel a sailing out of Duke Point tonight. The 545 to Tsawwassen never left the berth because of mechanical problems on board the Queen of Alberni. All other sailings from Duke Point are on schedule for the rest of the night. It's not clear whether there will be cancellations tomorrow. RCMP in Port Alberni are asking for your help in locating a missing man. 54-year-old Ken Wilson was last seen Thursday. Police say Wilson is known to be depressed and went missing after a sudden death in the family. RCMP have searched hiking trails where Wilson was known to go but have not been able to locate him.
Police are aware that in the family that there was an unexpected death in the family, and we have been advised that Mr. Wilson is known to be depressed and is currently depressed.
Wilson is about 5'6", 100 pounds, and has gray hair. He lives in the 3800 block of Anderson Avenue. If you see Wilson or have any information on his disappearance, please contact police. Pressing question now. Have you seen the Easter Bunny? If you have, the Downtown Nanaimo Business Improvement Association needs to know. This year's Easter celebration is March 30th in Diana Krall Plaza, but the association says the party's main star has wandered off. The DNBIA says the Easter Bunny may be spotted anywhere in the downtown area. If you see him, let them know.
If you've seen the Easter Bunny anywhere, you need to either tweet or Facebook us and let us know where he is. We really need to make sure that he's back downtown in Diana Krall Plaza for a big Easter event again on Saturday, March 30th.
If you spot the large bunny, take a photo, then post it on Facebook or tweet it and let the Downtown Association know by tagging them in the post or tweet using the hashtag D-T Bunny or DT Bunny, as you saw there. Easter events in the Diana Krall Plaza run from 9 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon on March 30th.